With no end in sight for load shedding, many businesses have lost money and are panicking about what actually lies ahead. Losses in productivity and profits is starting to take its toll on businesses, as many can't afford fuel-powered generators as an alternative source of energy. Our reporter in the Western Cape is Nasiphi Same. She's live to us now from Khayelitsha in Cape Town. And Nasiphi, as we continue taking stock of the cost of load shedding, the concern, of course, is that it's small businesses operating in the township economy, typically, that tank first.
Well, that is indeed true, Ayanda. At this present moment, it's a business unusual for many businesses, particularly in the townships that obviously cannot afford to install solar, including generators. And we've seen, as you mentioned, a rollout in terms of load shedding, and which has obviously adversely impacted businesses, particularly in the township, as you mentioned. But I'm in Khayelitsha here, joined by the founder of Selulo Uluto Technology, which is a computer establishment that obviously requires electricity. So thank you so much for your time. Talk to us as to how load shedding or the rolling blackout has impacted business.
Thank you so much, Nasiphi. I mean, we have been affected so badly. I mean, because we have a training center. Also, we've got a business center like Internet Cafe. And we depend on power. We depend on electricity. So we cannot function without any power. So we could see now in all our branches now, even now, I'm getting WhatsApp messages that there's no power, they are struggling to connect, and the customer are complaining in terms of they're going to get service.
And for how long can you continue doing this should the load shedding continue?
It's very difficult. I mean, really, it's kind of painful because the impact is more. I've got much more fixed costs. You could see I'm in the mall, I have to pay the rent, and then the staff in terms of making sure that I take care of the staff. And we wanted to kind of like expand to other parts. So that delays us in terms of our growth prospect now, because we have to take the resources now to invest, to get power, to get the generator, get the inverters now, because of like we find ourselves in a situation that we don't have a choice. We have to invest around that now.
And then just shortly for us, the problematic places that you find that it's difficult to continue with business.
Yeah, since we've got spread in different provinces, like the biggest is the Eastern Cape, the Mthatha region, Kanduli, Libode, Khayelitsha, and Queenstown. So if there's no power, it probably take about 6 hours, some of the centers, and like half day gone. No activity, no student contacts, no customer can come in now. So those are areas that becomes like problematic in the sense that they don't stick to the kind of schedule of load shedding. They go beyond now. Not only from the power, also from the connectivity now. In the internet, it becomes also a problem because we have to wait now from the internet to make sure that also is back.
In terms of servicing the computers, have you been putting out more money in replacing and servicing the computers and the other equipment that you use?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's something that we just like we've been forced now to get generators, we get inverters in the store. In fact, some of the stores like Khayelitsha, we've got inverter and also generator now because it goes for a day. So which means that even if you have a battery, it can take about 2 hours, but it's not enough around that. And also for us, we take along, I mean, we've got, some centers got 40 computers in the center. That becomes, we need more power now. So we're now investing, I mean, probably almost like every day from our cash flow, and it's affecting our cash flow. And we've lost about 30% of the revenue this time because of the impact of load shedding.
Thank you so much, Luvuyo Khani, the CEO, talking about a 30% impact in terms of the cash flow of the business, saying that the business is bleeding, taking into account that the business is obviously recovering from COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdowns, and now they need to face, load shedding, which is a bit uncertain in places like Khayelitsha, including the rural parts of South Africa in the Eastern Cape, where he says that it's sometimes days or rather hours or half a day where they don't have connectivity and electricity.
Nasiphi Same in Khayelitsha, thanks very much indeed.